Welcome to the channel, I'm ProSpiral, and today I'm tackling a question that I have seen go around the internet a lot, which is, can we get this running off this? Now I'm going to be going over pretty much the easiest way I've seen to get this to work. The catch to this is you will need Windows installed onto your Steam Deck. This is the simplest way I've seen. There is a way to get this running on stock SteamOS, which I will have linked in the description. A video to a channel, I believe their name is Cat and Cherry, sorry if I butchered that. And I will leave a link to their video in the description on how to get this running on normal SteamOS. But I wanted to show you guys how I got this running on Windows. If you don't have Windows on your Steam Deck, I will have another video linked to another channel that gave a great tutorial on how to put Windows on your Steam Deck. I will be using Windows 10 Home, but I think this should be fine for any Windows version you have installed. Sorry for the awkward cut. I have a few things I wanted to disclaim that I didn't actually get into the final video. There is a part in the video where my webcam desyncs from the gameplay, like so sorry if that's distracting. There's desync on the webcam and the gameplay. Also, just so you know, virtual desktop is $20, and the resolution I was seeing in the headset was a lot worse than what the video actually picked up. The recording actually picked up. So just keep that in mind. Oh, and one more thing. Sorry about the awkward, like, different audios. I'm really new to this YouTube thing and editing, and I have really bad equipment, really bad editing techniques, and I'm sorry. There's gonna be a part where the music's really loud. That goes away really quick, but sorry about the awkward audio changes. Alright, so the reason I wanted to tackle this is because I have seen this come up a lot as a topic online, but I have not seen a lot of straightforward answers. So, what you're going to need for this is something, if you're into PCVR, that you have probably heard of, which is something called Virtual Desktop. I will have the link in the description for the download of this. And here it is. Basically, all you need to do is just put your username for Quest, and there are different streaming settings and video settings we will go through when we're on the Quest. If you're still not 100% sure on how to set this up, I will have a video linked in the description on how to set up Virtual Desktop. Alright, at this point you are going to want your Steam Deck plugged in because once you start playing VR, it is going to absolutely destroy your battery. Also, you're going to want SteamVR downloaded for this, just so you know. Alright, once you're on the Quest, you're going to want to open Virtual Desktop, ignore the messy room, and the really crappy video setup. I'm very new. Anyways, you're gonna want to open Virtual Desktop. Once that's open, and you have Virtual Desktop open on your Steam Deck, you're gonna want to connect it, and it's not here now because I already have it connected, but there should be a desktop tab or PC tab that you can connect in. So now that we're in here, we're gonna want to open up Steam, and I'm just gonna use Phasmophobia for our example. Now, to show the streaming settings, I have it on Potato Graphics, 72 frames, and here are all the settings, as long as, with also these settings. I will show you, we will go through each one of these to test the performance, but we're going to start off with Potato. For SteamVR, I can't quite remember what I have it on, but I do think I have it on default settings. I don't know if this picks up quite as well on the recording, but this resolution is pretty garbage. Here we are in game, and there's already very bad jitter.
Ready for you.
I don't know if this picks up on the recording, like I said, but yes, the resolution is atrocious. Very atrocious. Oh, did not mean to open that up. Alright, we're gonna open up the Steam video settings just to see what I have it at. I believe it is default. No, it's a little below default. We'll set that to there. That won't apply until our next test, but we're just gonna try it out a level. Gonna go this mission. Okay, so a little test here. When I look around, there are the black walls. I don't know what it's called, but the kind of where you see it loading in chunk by chunk when you look around, you know, if you whip your head around really fast. The tracking, oh, it just froze. And it just froze and the screen just jittered all over the place. Tracking, there's a pretty noticeable delay, but it's not that important in a game like this. Alright, here we are.
Check the equipment and get set up
And
before
ditch there.
investigating.
And
Got the intel. Looks like this is going to
it's
be a
playable.
tough one. We've had reports
Now,
of
the
violence,
resolution might
and it
be
looks
really
like
bad
we
right
left in a
now
hurry.
because of the way I had it set on my Steam settings. I just realized that the screensaver just drifted off the screen. Alright, I don't know what that was about. We're gonna grab some stuff here. Also, don't make fun of me if I scream, because this game actually terrifies me. But this is the only VR game I have installed, so we're going with it. Alright. Anyways, here we go, guys. Alright. It is fairly smooth, this is playable. There is a lot of stuttering, though. But I'm not gonna lie, this is still horrifying. I do not do well at all with this game in VR. And the game just froze. Alright. I really don't want to do this. We're gonna go into the garage. So the game is jittering up very much so. And there are a lot of times where the screen kind of locks and you're looking at the same thing as you turn your head. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if it's picking up on the recording. I hope it is. And I'm getting these weird visual bugs where some waves of different parts of the image will flash in the middle of the screen. But yeah, here's the setting, and we're gonna move on to the next one. Alright, for this test, we're gonna skip to medium, and next test, we're gonna do high. I think that's all we're gonna be testing, because I can already tell it's not gonna run great, and if this doesn't run great, then there's no point in this. But because to be honest, it already doesn't run great. But we're gonna skip. Okay, actually, we're gonna skip to medium. We're gonna skip low. We're gonna skip to medium. After that, we're gonna try. Man, we'll try high, but we're gonna go to medium. All right, so the loading screen was. Ooh. Hopefully that's picking up.
Welcome back.
That's
There's some jobs ready for you.
Oh man, this is very not great. Okay. Vision is very tunneled every single time I look around. Ay. It doesn't look much better, I'm not gonna lie. Not too much better. Okay, the game just went black for a moment. Yikes. And here we go. Alright, here we are in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, freezing. Alright. It's very much struggling. There's a big black void there. Very much tunnel vision when I look around. Lots of stutter. And yeah, it's pretty horrible. And not gonna lie, it's not great because since the Steam Deck is struggling so hard, it's lowering the resolution anyways automatically to try to get better performance. Visually, it does look better. Like, I can see a lot more detail in the flashlight, but now that I'm actually moving this flashlight around, there's a lot more delay in tracking. We're just gonna have a look around the house. Alright. This scene right here is actually running a lot better than it was in there, so. Here we are. We're just gonna test this in the living room. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm too terrified to do anything else, even with horrible settings. Alright, so the tunnel vision's still here. I mean, I guess, depending on your standards, it is somewhat playable. I would not enjoy the game like this. But since the game isn't fast-paced, you know, for the tracking delay to matter too much, it is in a decently playable state. It's just pretty annoying with the tunnel vision when you look around. But, I mean, if you're slowly looking around, it's not too bad. There's some stutter. But besides that, it's pretty trash. So, yeah. Alright guys, here we go. We are going to do high settings and default resolution for SteamVR. This is going to be the last test because, as you can tell, it's already running like crap. It was in the first place, but this is way more unplayable than it was on potato settings. So, here we go. So, I'm guessing that it's trying to run standard VR settings right now on this, and yikes, okay. Whole screen is moving with my head.
Welcome back. There's
Took a
some
lot
jobs
longer to
ready for
load,
you.
and the stream quality resolution has gone down a lot, which causes it to look pretty much the same as the last, just running a lot worse, and tunnel vision actually feels the same, maybe a little worse. But let's go ahead and load up in a game. Okay, big freeze here. Oh, big freeze there. Yikes.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Alright, here we are. It has put the stream resolution very low. Why is that screen saver clipping through the... Okay, whatever. The delay? It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. It feels about the same, though, as the last one. Actually, no, that's quite a bit worse. I think if we give it something less intensive to look at, like we just look down and look at the flashlight, yeah, the resolution is pretty nice, but that doesn't really matter. My hand is freaking out when I'm holding still, and every single time you look around, you get horrible tunnel vision. Whoa. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I think potato graphics is the way to go because Steam Deck is trying to make it run better by lowering the streaming resolution anyways. It kind of just looks the same. But here we go. Okay. I think since the lights are off, it's having a better time loading in the image. This scene looks pretty nice, like pretty crisp, but there are a lot of visual glitches with it waving. I'm getting a lot of stutter, an unplayable amount of stutter. And yeah, here we go into the living room. This is unplayable. Now this is unplayable. I don't think anybody could enjoy this. It's freezing really bad. Resolution is bad anyways. Lots of visual glitches, lots of tunnel vision. It's horrible. My final thoughts on this is not worth it. Maybe if you find a less demanding game than Phasmophobia, you could have a decent time with this. You got to experiment with it yourself. The potato graphics are actually pretty playable. I think I could like play rounds and actually finish it with a decent experience. You know, as long as you're okay with giving up quite a bit of visualness, which kind of ruins the immersion. It is playable actually. Any setting above that, not really playable. I don't know. It You gotta have a lot of tolerance for a lot of bad quality, pretty much. But yeah, you gotta experiment with it. It could also depend on connection. I have a pretty solid connection, and I think that's. I'm pretty sure I'm showcasing probably the general experience of anybody who would try this, and because I'm pretty sure this connects over internet, not any sort of like Bluetooth link or anything. It's over Wi-Fi, so definitely not. Steam Deck's definitely not built for VR, but it is fun to mess around with. I do admit it was fun getting it running and seeing if it was worth it. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.